Hello, you guys. Welcome to your daily pop. I'm doing a few in advance depending on what's happening on vacation, so I have some things ready for you. Now I'm just going to pull a couple cards because these are some of my favorites. The beautiful Ten of Pentacles. I love this because when I see myself as having more than I require, more than I'll ever need, true abundance. Like I notice this in very little things, when I come in and I know I have backup sheets and pillowcases and air fresheners and sprays and all these myriad of little things that we keep around our house. If anything, if there's pests, we have little ant traps, we have all of these things, bottled water, all these beautiful things that provide us with comfort and provide our life with ease. I have money for gas if I need to put gas in my gas tank, so on and so forth. And I think by thinking this way, actually I know by thinking this way that there's always more, that even when these things run thin and they need replacing, there will always be finances to do this. And when I think of the world as just it's like the giving tree, there are billions of dollars, there's always money enough, there's wonderful ideas, there's always more than enough. And when I think that, I never have fear-based thoughts when it comes to money or abundance or things that might be necessary in the future. I talked about this on my last video that I just visited the dentist with Hake, and he's going to need some wisdom teeth pulled and maybe an Invisalign and some other things. And these things, the cost can add up, but I didn't feel, I felt completely unbothered. I didn't feel like it was a big deal. I was like, you know what, I can work more in this aspect or do that, or a whole myriad of things. And I got excited at the prospect of having to be kind of like thrifty and learn how to budget tighter and, to be able to provide someone with my family something they really need. And I liked that aspect of Ten of Pentacles, thinking of the world and the universe is going to provide, and I'm able to provide with great ideas and my creativity and all of that. And you're really going to start to feel that, like when you're out. And I love the premise of, thinking if we can't afford something just based solely on money, that we should definitely reach out and go do that. And I don't know what's happening behind me, but before, I'll make sure. So weird. Before, I love the backdrop, but every once in a while it stops and it goes in commercials just like this, which is really annoying and weird. Whatever. I feel like there's someone behind me, but it stops in like 1 second. I'm not starting over again because I'm telling you, I got a lot going on in my house. I got a lot going on, but I love the backdrop because it was just really beautiful and beachy. But again, the moment I tap into the fact that I will always have everything I need, and when you think in those concepts, in those terms, it lets go of panic, it lets go of anxiety, it lets go of oftentimes illness, because you've heard that term, worried yourself sick. That is what can happen to people when they think over much on trying to be in the future. Like, the future is the future. What are you doing right now? Are you present? Because when you're present and you feel good and you feel like you have enough, that's when the great ideas come. How to make money, how to be abundant, how to be happy in the moment, and how to feel like you have everything you need. And it's also a good way to problem solve when you're in the moment, you're happy and you're joyful, and you're not in the past or in the future. Optimal time to see all the advantages that you have, all of the skill sets you have, all the gifts you have, and how to implement them like that. So it's really helpful to have that. And I love this. This speaks to this too. It's like I just saw this a moment ago, but the Seven of Pentacles too. I like what it says on these cards too. Reaping what is sown, constancy and perspective. And perspective is everything, right? Do you have the perspective? Of course I can do this. Of course I can have this. I can go there. I can do this with ease. I can do this with comfort. Nothing's that big a deal. And this is a big part of this, is saying no. So you're recognizing where your bandwidth is and when things may become overmuch, and you might have to be pushing yourself to an excess and just not doing that, whatever it is. And I like to see where I'm being very moderate. Like, I know I like to plan things like I'm going to exercise or walk shortly after I have this meal, so I don't overindulge or want to eat too much, because then I need to digest. When you just have like those Kentucky Fried Chicken moments or whatever, that's the end of the night when you're Netflixing and you're not going anywhere. So you're more speculative over long-term things. If I do this, I can do this. If I do this, I can have that. So this is rich planning and good ideas, and observing how you feel in each stage of things, so you don't overstretch, you don't burn yourself out, because nobody likes to deal with anybody that is overtired, right? Over hungry, over anything, right? Because it makes people in an agitated state. So this is keeping yourself in a good, calm state so you can reap what you sow, because you're doing really well and being super focused when you're at your best. Again, this is learning also about your cycles. When are you maybe the most physical? That's when you should plan to go for your walk. When are you the most cerebral? That's when you should do your business calls. When are you the most emotionally rich and creative? That's when you should do your artwork and your meditations and all of that. Connect with your cycles. I would love for you to just have a piece of paper and start to notice when you feel a certain way during the day, right? Oh, right now I really feel like I want to organize. Always take advantage of that when you have that, so you can clean out your closets, take out the garbage, streamline your house, get rid of things, and decrease and minimize and simplify other things when you're creative, because that's when we want to bring more things in, right? That's a different cycle. I want to buy every kind of cool thing. Like yesterday, I wanted to buy these really cool wood signs and paint them, and I got a bunch of stuff for painting and going on the trip and stuff like that. We tend, when we are creative, to bring things in because we need our materials and our resources. So watch your cycles, and with that you're going to be able to reap good things, because you're going to have an equal exchange of releasing and bringing on, and then you won't have this cumulative effect of too much stuff, too many ideas, because you're acting on them when kind of you're striking while the iron's hot, and then you're going to have really good results, which I love for that. So you guys, that is your daily pop. Love and light. I'm going to go upload.